Welcome back, YAH Royals, to another video blog of a Princess of YAH. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Giving honor and praises to the Most High YAH for all things. So family, I have my coffee in hand, and I was just in my room relaxing and looking over some different scriptures that I want to share, which is Amos 3 and 2. And also Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Also, there is our article is written up. I want to say it's either Lifetime or either Time Magazine. 100 different people that has impacted the world. I want to talk about that. And also, I want to share of a dream that I added to the Dream Journal. So I want to share that with you all as well. And whatever else the Most High has for me to share. See you soon. Welcome back, YAH Royals, to another segment of my Dream Journal. So this happened on the 14th, which was early yesterday morning. I went to sleep back again around 6 a.m. And then I woke up around 10:30 a.m. So it was like a long dream, but I only remembered the last part of it. So it says, in this dream, I was on a deck, a new built deck, and it wasn't of like a basic design. It has different compartments. And I recall my Hebrew sister, which her name is Keisha, who is on my Facebook page, and she's a supporter of mine, always coming through to like and also make comments. And I truly believe she is sent by the Most High. And I just want to, let her know if she watched this video. Thank you so much for being obedient to the Most High YAH. Okay, so she was actually at the bottom of the steps to the deck, and I remember saying to her in awe, like, it's more. So these happen to be caterpillars, family. So the ones that I happen to say is more, that they just basically arrived newly to the area, was they were like in a bowl appearance. They were like a brown rust color with black specks on them. And then when I said that, I looked down because I remember there were more that was from days prior. And these ones happen to be black with actually stripes as in blue and green on their back. So now the ones that were all black with the with the stripes of blue and green, they were on the floor base of the deck. They were just moving around, they were doing things, I would say. And then the newer ones that came with the, rust brown with the black speck, they were all together in different compartments at the level of where you would say the wall of the deck. They were still up that high, but the other ones were already there. They were already moving about. They were already moving about. So now what was stuck with me too is that the ones that were on the ground, on the floor base, I didn't see a lot of them, so to say, but I did see movement. And then it's like, hey, I really, as I'm looking closer at this, and I've also prayed and asked for clarity and revelation from the Most High, is that the one that was on the ground, they were there before the others, that the ones that were already on the floor base or whatever of the deck, they were tribe Judah. They were of the southern tribe, and the ones that came at a later time, which wasn't too far away from that time, they were still all together themselves, but they were at a different elevation, of where the deck was, and they weren't moving around. They were all still in one area, and that would put me in the mind which surfaced that they were of the northern tribe. Okay, so All right. So then, let's move back here. So then, because I recall when I looked down on the floor base, I'm like, well, let me look for the other ones, and I happened to see them. Okay. So then, just before I woke up out of the dream, I heard the word furcate, which I have it spelled around here. It's actually Furcate. Okay, I never heard that word before, didn't know how to spell it. So when I typed it in as I thought how to spell it, it popped up with the word furcate, but worm was next to it. So I clicked on that because I was like, caterpillars, then worm. So when I clicked on it, this is the meaning that it actually had, family, have beside it. It says divided into 2 or more branches. And then what caught my eye even more closer was lines of descent furcating from a common source. So I was like, wow, this is really something else here, because it's speaking of the 2 different type of caterpillars, which I believe which one represent the southern tribe and the northern tribe, and they were divided, right? And they were coming from the lines of descent of one common source. Okay, so let me go back to the area. So then what happened after that was it was like, something that must happen. But in my mind, seeing the caterpillars, I was thinking that they, of course, would become butterflies as they would transform. But it also dawned on me that I felt that it was something that needed to happen first. But I heard the word, like I said, furcate. And when I completely woke up with my eyes closed, I just was laying there like I often do in the morning, like if I had a dream or if it's something that, that's the time to me, feel like when the Most High lead me to what I need to share with you all for that day, or what I'm, need to be doing of that day, whether I'm studying or whatnot. So I was just laying there with my eyes closed, and then I saw in a distance, it's like this picture, like a TV, like a square, something you would see like a TV screen, just like showed up in it. And from a distance, I saw white pillars of smoke as something was being blown up. But this was like a distance. I was so far away from the actual, the area where it was being blown up from. And it happened twice. And it was like, after this, we, far as get into aligned where we will come one. That's what I was, understanding. Then this will happen far as with the bomb. So the only place that I can think of that will, happen is like, speaking of America, what will happen to America and wherever else, saying that it will punish or judge in that light. But it's like, letting us know that we need to, become as one. We don't need to furcate. We don't need to be in divided, because it showed from the different caterpillars we were divided, and we came, one were already where, the others came to. They came to the same place, but they still were separate. They still were divided. And I shared it with Keisha yesterday, and my sister, and we just, bunks back some different revelations. And even with, sharing this with you all today, that's what I'm getting. And I still feel like there's more. So again, often I know that the Most High, have, could deal with us where someone who will listen to this will have the revelation in more in full, or more to add, or this could be a part of something that someone was seeking, from the Most High, and this is your confirmation. I'm not sure, family, but I know when I never heard of the word furcate, never heard of it. So let's go back and see if I'm even pronouncing it right. So let's look it up.
Furcate.
Okay, furcate. Let's look at this one, adjective.
Furcate.
Furcate. Okay. So, but I thought that was very, powerful, because that's not even a word of my actual, what you would call it, a language, a part of my language, a word that I actually use, part of my vocabulary. It's just not. So I just want to say, family, the Most High is showing us different things, and I know that we are a family, and often, I don't want to come across, and I know I'm not that type of person that I feel like I got all the answers. I'm just being used. No, we are a family. We are part of the body that makes up, so many different, areas within this, and we all are used and actually and put forth as a purpose according to the Most High will. So, family, like I said, if anyone has anything that they want to share, that you may get revelation, or this is something that is confirmation for you, please feel free to contact me at YAHRoyalFamily@gmail.com, or either you can actually put a comment below. So welcome, family, back to another segment of YAH Royal Family, a Princess of YAH. Family, this is a magazine, Life, who I'm presenting 100 people who changed the world. So, as you can see, we pretty much know all these people, some that I don't know much about, but what stands out from this actually magazine cover is who they call the Messiah of the Israelites. And the truth be told, if these people, as I did a segment yesterday on my Facebook page, if these people was chosen by the Most High in any format, they would have, the Messiah, if this was the Messiah, as just on the cover, period. It won't be no other people who change the world. So, of course, they don't have according to the Bible, the description of our Messiah still yet. And that's something that I pray that we get to an understanding, that our Messiah as an Israelite was hijacked, and they went on with this image here, but we still have to separate the two. So the Messiah of the Israelites has been hijacked, and they brought forth this deity, their deity, with the sun behind his head, and the way he has his fingers. As in, what does that really mean? What that has to do with the Most High Yah. But again, if they were of the people, been chosen by the Most High, they wouldn't even be out digging up grave sites and trying to figure this out and how big the earth is. They will be seeking the Most High for all these answers. And so I just want to say, if we, never got out of the rights of being rulers over this earth as the Most High intended, the answers will be there without us have to go and do all what they're doing. So that just tell you they're not the people. So I want to take your attention to two scriptures, which is, this will be coming from Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Almighty. The Almighty, thy God, has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Okay. Then I want to take your attention to also Amos. Amos 3:2. Okay. So 3:2 says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you. for all your iniquities. So again, yesterday I did this 54, maybe it was an hour and something, video on Facebook, and they actually cover up the sound. Only is like 8 minutes of what I was saying in that almost 2 hours video. And I was talking about, you know, if Father chose them, if they were inclusive with us, they won't be around digging up. They will not have the Almighty and say of our Messiah as a part of all these other people. Not to take nothing away from Martin Luther King, our Oprah Winfrey, you know, but these other and all others. Come on now. That just tell you where their mindset is at. They don't take the Most High seriously and at heart, period. Because it actually showed they're not his people. So also what came to mind, let me see if I can get that here, is I'm going to go to surface, the 16. I don't have it on my Bible, on my app here, but let's go to, I want to say Ecclesiastes 39. Let's go there. Okay, let me see. This doesn't have the Apocrypha in it. Well, down here it does. Let me go. So let's see, 39 and the surface, because I did cover this yesterday. Praise to the Most High YAH. Said, but he that giveth the mind to the law of the Most High, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecy. So they're not seeking out the the wisdom of the Most High to see about why they out measuring and trying to tell what they think the earth, what size the earth. Why you really care to know? I truly believe if we were in our rightful place as the rulers of this earth, we wouldn't have to be digging up graves like King David graves and King Solomon graves and stuff to say, oh, let's just check it out. We will respect our own. That just more evidence, family. These people is not of the Most High. We are the only family that he have known then and still to this day. So let's keep this in mind. His face been turned away from us. His face is turning back on us, right? We keeping these commandments. And how this is shifting, we got to put all things in perspective to see and understand and know that they've given us our storyline, even to the mode where, we look at it as a mystery. I sat, laid here last night crying my heart out to the Most High, because I'm like, the mystery of all of this wouldn't even have to be. They even have us to, in some cases, to visualize and to be fearful of the unknown. You understand? Of the unknown, where in actuality, they're trying to, whatever, happens, whatever happened, oh, it's magic, or it's this, or it's that. But in actuality is a way of life that our forefathers experienced with the Most High. See, we could be one side of it by just being spiritual, and then we can be one side of being biblical, but what we must be both. We must be spiritual and biblical. You might know the scriptures verbatim, but you have no spiritual connection, relations of, understanding the possibilities of what the Most High could do. You don't acknowledge, his greatness. And that's what we must get at, family. We must get there, and there will be more and more unveiling of this mystery, so to say, brought forth to us. We still got so much, I feel, to have come our way. So let's continue to seek the Most High in all things. Let's come together and sharpen iron to iron. As I shared back in a previous video about the northern tribe and the southern tribe, and a video prior to that about the two books that of the wood, the two sticks, the book that which we call the Bible, and then the book that is of the Mormon. It appears so, family, that's the two sticks. Just from logical looking at it, but still yet, we're still seeking the Most High. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Okay, family, coming back on with another part of this video vlog, which is bridging the gap between one Hebrew to the next. And this is coming from the IUIC Uganda. A lot of great things is happening over there. How a lot of our people have been sold the same, lies. Not only sold the same dreams, but sold the same lies. So let's take a look at this. This is the elder here, the leader of, and I want to say the founder of IUIC, Israel United in Christ. Let's take a look. And there's also a video that I want to actually share, and it's coming from the name of it's called Nah Change Benjavites, and they that's a video I want to share as well, of our Hebrew brothers out on the forefront with music, and also our sisters also with music out on the forefront. So this will be something that I want to even incorporate within my video blog. Here we go, family.
I did all this out of curiosity, and and again, my purpose of this was to learn more.
Okay.
And because there is a lot of weight of doctrine.
Yes.
And so most of the times you really get, and you're like, you need to get what is truth and what is a half truth and what is a total lie.
Yes. The white Jesus is a total lie. Total lie. White Jesus is total lie.
What? I didn't get that.
The white image of Jesus is a total lie. It's not in the Bible.
That is actually the context. It's a question I didn't want to ask in this segment.
Oh, you did want to the next
in the segment, because the issue of race, I've read articles that are really condemning you and calling you cults, and
they call cult Christ and them a cult. They persecuted them.
So and I was trying to be objective, and I was like, okay. As a Christian journalist, in my profession, we are taught to be impartial and very balanced. So I'm like, okay, fine. But then what do they have to say? Do they have biblical evidence and fact? And that is what, that is what informs making my case.
Yes.
So that is why I went through scripture and brought this so that you really explain what they mean. And
let's get some more. You got a whole list here.
Yeah, true. We can have Romans 4:15 and Galatians 2:16. The law justifies nobody.
Okay, let's get that.
Galatians 2:16 says that the law can justify. Keeping the woman can justify anyone.
So you want us to go where?
Galatians 2:16.
Okay.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 2, verse 16. Knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of Jesus Christ. Even we have believed in Jesus Christ, that we might be justified by the faith of Christ, and not by the works of the law. For by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified.
So now the understanding is, what does Paul mean by the works of the law?
All right. I know we've got 1 minute, and maybe in just a few seconds, just say this. Yeah.
Paul's talking about animal sacrifice.
Okay.
That's what he's talking about. See how quick I answered that real quick? Bam! I got scriptures too. I'll show you.
Because people think the works of the law are the deeds of what the 10 Commandments say, and if that you're doing right does not justify you. You're justified by faith, not what you do. I mean,
remember, watch this. Remember what Paul said in Romans 3. He says, do we make the law void through faith, through grace? He said, God forbid. Yea, we established the law. We must keep it.
Okay, yeah, we will take a quick commercial break at this moment in time. Remember, you're watching the Spotlight. We'll be right back after this. Thank you.
Listen, what was that? I feel blessed, got good people in my life, but still I bear love, even though sometimes we fight, sometimes, but they not change up, no, they not change up, no, but they not change up, no, they not change up, no way. Never could have trust in a boy. If you can't go through the thick of thing, then you not qualify. Then not qualify. Never drop your guard around the boy. Only do that with the people, them where you not bonify, my youth. Watch them. The one time you deny them when them ask something, you want know them friend. Bad breed, them a problem. Yeah. What to feed you, that's snare, circle and stay far from them. Small crew, nah, me no need enough. Nah, your friends there with you when it's time rough. A real friend don't turn them back. Always keep it real, you know, put on a heart. No heart. Oh, you fit turn your back on your people. Why some people so evil? Watch for the snake, don't make them deceive you. Rain don't fire on you. I feel blessed, got good people in my life, but still I bear love, even though sometimes we fight, sometimes, but they not change up, no, they not change up, no, but they not change up, no, they not change up, no way. Me not change up, remember the struggle when me have a water coming on me eye, nothing can fake us, me brother Malachi used to give them all like an eye, depression never break us, we face the tribulation every day, but we never know why. While everybody hates us, we still a wake up in the morning and praise the Most High. That just in a blessing it a rain can be. Militant soldier in the army, and he bless me with the love and the testimony. So we want all the faith and give thanks. I feel blessed, got good people in my life, but still I bear love, even though sometimes we fight, sometimes, but they not change up, no, they not change up, no, but they not change up, no, they not change up, no way. I coulda anywhere we go, we not change 'cause we never grow so. They coulda the jungle, never change like lizard like them never know you. No for them my friend for an occasion. Them against the truth, them turn pagan. Them a cockroach draw for the bacon. Betray, them a rule with Satan. Please me, I beg you, judge, watch over me. Protect my soul from my enemies. Them want to see me, them want to see the best of me. Them want me 6 foot deep down in the cemetery. Please me, I beg you, judge, watch over me. Protect my soul from my enemies. Them want to see me, them want to see the best of me. Them want me 6 foot deep down in the cemetery. I feel blessed, got good people in my life, but still I bear love, even though sometimes we fight, sometimes, but they not change up, no, they not change up, no, but they not change up, no, they not change up, no way.
All right, family. As you see, we are the Most High chosen people, and in all things, people will draw to us, cleave to us, and just talented. So not only this within this segment, as far as the music that I played on my YouTube a lot page, on my Facebook page of different artists, women and men, and I love it. And I just ask you all to support our brothers and sisters. This is another part of ministry for them to wake up our people even further and minister to them. And also what you see, Brother Nathaniel, who is there with one in Uganda, and they're still, going by, white Jesus, and not knowing that there are the true Hebrews. So I will share the link in reference to this as well. And you all could actually follow, this platform, and also the ones that are singing, in doing their part in this actually body of the Most High. I pray that each of you put aside what someone may have told you or you may have witnessed that you may not understand about my Hebrew brothers out there as a camp on the forefront. I want to, help bridge the gap for you all to take a moment and reflect that no one is righteous. We say that we understand righteous come from us keeping the commandment. Who know that we keep the commandment in its fullness? Nobody but the Most High. So how therefore we could say what happens behind someone's closed door? They may show you that they keep the commandments in front of you, but what about behind the closed door? The only one that can count anyone righteous wholeheartedly is the Most High. So whatever you heard about any of my brothers or sisters of anywhere, whether they be, on YouTube, showing their faces or not, whether they be on the streets and the highways and the byways or not, get to know them for yourself. Seek the Most High and have Him to lead you where He wants you to go to get what message. Because the confirmation that He want to bring to you may not be who you might think. Blessings, family.